Hi guys, this is Taylor and it's the middle of October. The month is basically over, which means that it's time for me to tell you about my October TBR. Most years I try and put together some kind of spooky TBR for October, and this year will not be an exception. However, I also have some other books that I would like to get to in October, although evidence points to the fact that I will most likely not be getting to all of these. But we're optimistic. We're optimistic because it's 2019. I'm filming this on Indigenous Peoples Day, by the way, so optimism. So for my spooky books, I have picked out 4 things. The first of these, I always try to read at least one spooky classic in October, and this one is going to be Frankenstein. Frankenstein is a book that I feel I should have read a decade ago, but I was never assigned it, and for a long time I never owned my own copy. Sometime last year, a truly hideous copy of Frankenstein came into the library, and that's when I knew that October 2019 would be the month that I would finally read Frankenstein. The next spooky book that I am definitely reading for October is Love, Sugar, Magic, A Dash of Trouble by Anna Mariano. This is the first book in an adorable middle grade series that I honestly don't know too much about, but once I heard the initial premise, I was completely sold. What I do know about this series is that this is about a Mexican-American family where all of the women are witches and they own a bakery and they bake magic into their baked goods. I'm currently about 100 pages into this, and so far it's perfect. It is so unbelievably warm and cute. The family dynamic is so sweet, and so far the first part has been taking place during Dia de los Muertos, so it is spooky and autumnal and just everything that I wanted it to be. The third spooky book that I would like to get to in October is going to be The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. This is supposed to be a full-out YA fantasy novel, so I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone here, but something about this just really drew me in, aside from the fact that it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm also a little loose on the exact premise of this one, but I know it's supposed to take place in the Pacific Northwest on an island that is maybe cursed, or it has a very specific history that might involve witchcraft. But I've heard that this is surprisingly dark and it might kind of teeter on the edge of fantasy and magical realism, maybe? I'm not completely sure yet. We'll see. And my last spooky pick is a book that I haven't hauled yet, and that is actually The Crucible by Arthur Miller. I really went 20 some odd years without reading The Crucible and without even knowing that it was about the Salem witch trials, which for me is all that I really need to know to want to pick it up, especially in October. So those are all of my spooky picks, and for some reason I decided that it was a good idea to add 3 other books to my TBR this month. Full disclosure, as I've said, it is currently October 14th and I haven't finished any of the spooky books that I have talked about so far, so why not add 3 more on top of the ones that I already haven't finished. The first of these is going to be The Topeka School by Ben Lerner. This was my single most anticipated release of October. I did start this one and I found it kind of weirdly dense. Dense in an intriguing way for sure, but also like I haven't picked it up in a long time because it's tough to get through. But I'm thinking about switching to audio for this one, so we'll see. So far this is about psychology and possibly the rise of ultra-conservatism, maybe? Another book that I would like to get to, but I have frankly already finished, is Blowout by Rachel Maddow. This was about big oil and natural gas and Russia, and it was okay. And the last book on my October TBR for this year is going to be Adam Rippon's memoir, Beautiful on the Outside. This is just a little sampler, but it comes out tomorrow. And this was actually automatically pre-ordered for me when I met him at BookCon back in June, so I'm hoping that maybe somehow I can squeeze this one in this month as well. So that is my entire October TBR. I will most likely not finish everything that I want to get to this month, but that's my TBR regardless. Let me know if you are planning on reading anything spooky this month, if you have plans. Have you completed any of those plans? Because as I've said, the month is basically over. Let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great October, and I'll see you soon. Bye!